Howdy y'all, welcome back to Cam Shack Productions. Today we are going to go inside of my local Walmart and I'm going to show you 5 things for under 40 bucks that I think are really worth picking up for winter camping and backpacking. Backpacking in particular, these are all super simple things that you can grab and I think are great value for what you get out of them, and you can get them at your local Walmart. Walmart is not a sponsor of this video, but Walmart, if you want to reach out, go ahead and send me an email. All right, let's dive into the 5 things that I think you should definitely pick up before you go winter camping or backpacking. First thing I think you should really look at when you're at Walmart is a fire starter. This fire starter goes for $4.98, and I actually went with this one right here, the Go Fire. I think that these things are super valuable when you are backpacking or camping, especially in the wintertime. So, like I said, everybody, Vader has obviously decided to join us. This is the Go Fire fire starter. These things are super duper handy to have, and you don't have to take the full package, but as far as I'm concerned, for what you get out of this thing, sit. Good. These things are super duper handy. Again, you can just light this thing. It says it's weatherproof on the website. It does not say that on the package, but you know, you put a couple of these in a Ziploc bag and you have a really handy, safe way to make sure that you can stay warm. Even if you're not planning on lighting a fire, I recommend having this for $4, $5 total. I mean, this thing is well worth it. All right, y'all. So next up on the list are dry bags, dry sacks, things that you can keep very, very minimal stuff dry, and things that you want easy access to. These stuff sacks come in for $6.50 for 3 or $7 for the waterproof version. You can also pick up a dry box like this if you want to, but this is just something that I think you can't go wrong with. I use these things all the time. They're super handy, especially for electronics, batteries, any kind of cords, anything like that. And you know, again, you can get multiple different size. Even if you don't want to go with the waterproof, you want the 3 for $6.50, just things to organize that you can keep stuff in, but I would highly recommend the waterproof. And like I said, there's all kinds of different box options and things like that. But definitely look into dry bags. I think these are well worth checking out. So next thing on the list are hand warmers. And you can pick up disposable hand warmers, or you can go with the battery. The disposable hand warmers are $7.48. And the Walmart Ozark battery pack is $9.97 if you want to go with the rechargeable. But I think for what you get out of these things, you can't go wrong, especially if you're somebody that uses camera equipment. So I have both here. Again, these are super easy things that you can just throw in your pack, and you can just keep them with you if you need to. If you get cold at night, you can put them at your feet. Please don't get the ones you put in your shoes and hike with those. That's really dangerous. But if you're looking for something a little more sophisticated, and again, this isn't the same one that you get at Walmart, but this is the one that I own. This thing is awesome. If you are somebody that uses camera gear and you know what it's like to try to keep batteries warm in the middle of the winter, or if you need to charge a watch or something like that and you have a battery bank, these things are awesome just to be able to drop right inside your bag and keep things nice and toasty and warm. And if you don't want to get the rechargeable and you want to get these work the exact same way, but I would highly recommend picking up either a fully rechargeable or the disposable hand warmers, body warmers. Just don't put them in your shoes. All right, y'all, so next on the list is some sort of emergency blanket or tarp. I always recommend having these super emergency blankets, but I also really think that it's super important to have a nice solid style tarp. You can definitely pick up cheaper ones. This one is the survival tarp, and it goes for $11.97. And I just think that this thing is absolutely fantastic. You know, one of the hardest things about the wintertime is that everything is sharp. So when you're sitting down, when you're laying out your sleeping pad, when you're putting your tent down, it's all sharp. So this thing is, you know, it's a very lightweight tarp that's got an orange, you know, they claim it as an emergency blanket tarp. I think of this thing as my do everything. It reflects heat. Every single time I go to sit down or something like that, I can pull this out. I can place it underneath me. I can put the next item that we're going to talk about right on top of this, but it also folds up really small. It's not heavy at all. And I could just stash it right in the front pocket of my backpack. So every single time I sit down or need to do something in the snow, this comes out. And again, it reflects heat back to me, it protects me, and for $11.98, I think this thing is super worth picking up. Yes, you can just go out and get the blue tarp, and I think that's $9.99, but this has a couple features that are really nice. It's a little more pliable, and it's got the reflection. So check one of these out. One of the things I don't want you to get at Walmart is a sleeping bag. Please, if you're going to go out winter camping and you're actually going to be backpacking in temperatures that are going to be cold, do not pick up a bag from here. Even this 20-degree bag, that is its survival rating. So you need to add another 20 degrees to that to find its comfort rating. So please, don't get a sleeping bag from Walmart. One of the things I do recommend picking up is one of these foam pads. I actually own one of these. I take it with me everywhere I go on every single backpack trip. I love this thing. It is super lightweight, and if you know anything about insulating yourself, foam is much better than an air pad in the cold temperatures. By adding this to the bottom of my normal all season, I mean, this is my wife's brand new R value 8.5 sleeping pad. By adding this little teeny 1.5 to 2 R value insulated pad, I think this does some of the best things you can do. Foam is really, really crucial in just providing that extra layer. You've got, again, the orange side, the reflective side. It is so light. And every time I sit down or I stop when I'm out and I'm backpacking, I'm pulling this thing out and I'm going to be sitting on it. It's going to be way more comfortable than sitting in the snow. I can make it into like a chair up behind me, but I use this thing all the time. So much so that for our cold weather trip that we're doing, I actually got my wife one as well. So I think this thing is, for the weight, and the price of this is $29.98. This is $30. This is the most expensive thing on our list, and I highly recommend you check it out. All right, y'all, quick bonus tip. One of the other things you might want to look at when you're at Walmart is a double-walled either water bottle or thermos. And also make sure that if you can find a Nalgene, have that. I'm going to go over a bunch of different tips and tricks. This is the month of February. It is the coldest and snowiest month usually here in Utah on average. So I am dedicating all of February to talking about snow camping and snow backpacking in particular. So I'm going to be going on a bunch of different trips. I'm going to show you guys what gear you need to take to make sure that you're staying warm, and how to add lots of gear together to create warmth without going out and spending, $5,000 on a below zero bag. I'm also going to be showing you guys all the different ways to put all that gear together, how to pack it appropriately, how to make it all work together. And then we're actually going to go out and do a little backpacking. And I'm going to show you how I gear out my wife with all the stuff she needs for when we go on a really epic backpacking trip in March. So I hope you found some value in this video. I hope you guys liked what I showed you here at Walmart. If you did, please go down and hit the like button. If you're feeling super generous, you could subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you all back in the next video. All right, be well, my friends. Really, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.